Hi, this is Professor CC19, and today we're playing level 315 on our quest to the end of Candy Crush Saga, where we have 50 moves to collect 3 cherries. Now, when you first look at this board, you might think, well, this seems pretty easy. We have all 3 ingredients on the board already. True, we do have some marmalade and licorice. We even have this coconut wheel to help us. But if you look very closely at this board, you'll realize that this one is really tough, mainly because of the fact that we can only collect the ingredients at the green arrows, which are only in the 3 center columns. So apart from our center ingredient, all the other ingredients are stuck. And that means we have to switch them over manually and to the good columns where we can collect them. There have been a lot of levels I've talked about before where we're trying to avoid the situation of getting our ingredient in a column that wouldn't accept it. But on this level, the very first time, for the very first time, we have the ingredients spawning in columns that do not accept them. So it forces us to, on either side, switch it over manually 2 times. So it's going to take us quite a long time. And before we can even get to that, we have to deal with all the licorice and marmalade. So enough talk, let's get into this one because it is tough. The best strategy for dealing with licorice, you'll remember, is treat it like chocolate. Every time we remove a licorice on a turn, we will not get any more licorice on that turn. But if we have a turn where we don't remove any licorice, more will spawn from the top. See, right there. Now on this level, like I said, we have to switch our ingredients manually over 2 times. And that is pretty much my main concern here. On every move I'm going to be looking, can I switch it over? And when I see that situation where I can, I'm going to talk a little bit about it and the situations you need to be looking out for. Now the center ingredient is obviously the most easy because it's already in a column that's good. We just have to get through some of the marmalade on the bottom. Alright, getting close to a situation that I like on the left side of the board. And now's the time I'm going to talk about those situations where you can switch your ingredient to the side. If you have one candy of the same color above and below, and one next to it, you can make a match to force the ingredient to the right, in this case. If it was on the other side, you'd be looking for the exact opposite, a way to switch the ingredient to the left. Same deal if you have 2 of the same color above and 1 next to, or 2 of the same color below and 1 next to. All of those are situations that you can use to move your ingredient manually. So I'm going to be always looking out for those situations where I have a concentration of colors. Not necessarily to make great specials, although they do help, but specifically to move my ingredient over. First things first, I want to deal with this first ingredient so that it's out of the way. I don't have to concern myself with it as we go through this level. Alright, so now that one's gone, we have only these 2 to deal with. I'm going to be trying to set up those situations that I was talking to you about a couple minutes ago. Or a couple seconds ago, really. Alright, here's the first one. This is the chameleon candy. I don't usually pay very much attention to them, but in this case, it's helping us. I have 1 above, 1 below, 1 next to. There we go. That's our first switch. I'm also going to be looking for it on the other side of the board. Vice versa, opposite side, but still same concept. And I think we're getting close. Now this is just a bit of restraint. As you can see, I could do a color bomb wrap candy combo, which would be insanely fun, but it's not the right thing to do. I need to switch this over. 1 above, 1 below, 1 next to. I'm 1 step closer to getting this ingredient collected. Alright, so I don't see a situation where I can do that again. Here's the case where I do want to have a little bit of fun. I'm going to do a stripe wrap combo. True, this is going to sink down, but I still have the opportunity of getting 2 of the same color above it. Alright, let's get more space on the board, trying to take out some of that licorice. Alright, so let's see here. This has a purple right on top of it, but I don't see any other purple coming down. I do have a couple orange and green in that column, though. So I might be considering taking out this purple so I can set up with the other colors. On this side, it looks like we have quite a bit of red on the board. I'm wondering if we can use that. It really helps on this board to be able to spot and plan how you're going to move those ingredients over. It's really tough to do it just by having things fall into place. I mean, it's possible. I have done it before, but it really helps to plan this level out. This is one of those levels that you have to have strategy. Pure luck's not going to cut it here. You need to keep an eye after every move. Remember those positionings, one above, one below, two above, or two below. Alright, we're getting some nice cascading there. That's kind of helpful. Not particularly, though. I'm looking to see here. I have a lot of red once again. And I have one below and one next to. Can I remove this purple? Let's see. Well, this is sunk down. Kind of interesting here. If I can activate it separately, that might work. Let's see, if I can sink this red down, I think that'll work. It's going to take a little bit of doing, but I think that might be the way to go. Alright, here we go. I can sink this red down. And now, one above, one below, one next to. That's my setup. Alright, so this ingredient is now in a good column. I can bring it down straight and have it be collected. I have one more ingredient to go, and I think I see how I'm going to do it. I'm going to drop this red down. I'm going to take out the orange. I'm going to scoot it over. Alright, so we have both of our ingredients now in good columns. We just need to bring them down. Here's one. And if you want, have a little bit of fun in these last few moves, because we've gone pretty far. We're very close. Actually, if I scoot this over, here we go. It's a guaranteed win as long as this doesn't go away. So, I'm actually going to do something different. I have been so strict with strategy on this level. For these last couple moves, I'm just going to see if I can have some fun. Let's see if I can. Maybe a color bomb to end this level out with a bang. Maybe. Maybe. Maybe a little bit of cascading to have a little bit of fun with it. Come on, I really want to end this level on a high note. Okay, it's not happening. I'm just going to beat the level. Okay, that was a little strange, but that's how we get it done. Alright, so that's how I beat level 315. This actually was only my first playthrough, but I do remember this level before for being really challenging. So, like I said, there's a lot of strategy going into this one. It's not going to work with just luck. You need to have a watchful eye for those situations, how to move your ingredients over. Like I said, look for the same color above, below, and next to, two above and next to, or two below and next to. Those are the situations you need to switch your ingredients over. It's going to take a little bit of planning for this level. This one isn't just spontaneous, but if you can get in a good rhythm, start the process, and then work to continue it, you should be good. I know it was kind of awkward towards the end. I was just making moves, but I got it done. I expressed the strategy, and hopefully you'll have a little bit more fun than I did towards the end there. It was kind of pathetic for an ending, but it worked. I guess it worked. Anyway, if you found this video helpful to you, please subscribe. Most important thing, if you're struggling with this level, save up on your free switch boosters, because they say they can switch two candies that don't match, but they do work with one candy and one ingredient. If you have trouble switching them over manually, go on a sugar drop collection, get those switch hands, and just use them to move your ingredients into the good columns. Then just drop them down like you would normally. If you found this video helpful to you, please subscribe. If you're stuck on any particular level of the game, please leave a comment below. I will try and help you. And as always, thanks for watching.